Hello, welcome back. This is episode 2 of our playthrough of Harvester, which
It was an experience to say the least. I reckon.
It was a bit of a mad start.
Yeah.
We woke up in a strange town called Harvest.
Yep.
We couldn't remember who we were, but everyone kept calling us Steve, so we assumed that we're Steve. We met our little brother who's a knobhead.
I think all the characters were knobheads.
Yeah, Mum was a knobhead. The woman at the general store.
Apart from the baby.
Yeah.
But I think
Give it time.
Oh yeah, God. They started to eat spiders.
Yeah, we died a couple of times. A newspaper delivery boy shot us because we punched him, which technically was our fault.
Debatable. He was very rude.
Yeah, maybe a gun is escalating a little bit too quickly.
Slingshot would have been more appropriate, I reckon.
Especially for the 50s. We met a legless veteran.
Yeah, a bitter veteran.
A bitter legless veteran.
Yeah.
Who for some reason has the power and responsibility to have a nuclear launch button, which he keeps kind of is like underneath his belt.
Underneath.
Yeah.
Which is no logic in that, because if he's like going on his fists, walking everywhere when he's tired, if he leans back, boom.
If he sneezes,
he's gone.
It's World War III. So that he asked us if we were sent by the llamas. I thought it'd be a good idea.
This seems like
yes.
a weird dream.
Yeah, it's a bit of a fever dream.
And of course the school.
Yeah, so we're currently up to the school now. So we've been in. We've met the principal, who is creepy.
Yeah.
I don't know how he's allowed to be in charge of a school full of children.
And the teachers.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
And we met I can't remember her name, but one of the only other teacher who seems to be in the school. And we watched her bludgeon a child with a baseball bat. So if you haven't seen the first episode, I advise go back and watch it. Pardon me. Because it doesn't matter how much we describe it, you need to see it for yourself.
Because before we started, I wanted to research this game, but I didn't want any spoilers.
Yeah,
or anything
you can't.
That.
Don't Google anything. It's pure going blind, and
that's what I did.
Yeah,
and I wish I was blind.
Yeah,
if I'm honest with you.
So without further ado, let's
get to it then.
Okay. So I've swapped this around, so when I look and talk to you, it does look like I'm just staring off screen. Okie dokie. So, I'll click load.
Of course, I forget that creepy face there.
Yep, so this is... I don't know why I've just reloaded the exact same thing I'd already loaded, but here we go. So we spoke to the principal.
Yes.
He's very creepy. I don't think there's anything we could pick up in the school. So, currently we're trying to get into the lodge, which is definitely a cult. But in order to get into the lodge, we need a application form from the post office. However, the postmaster only copies one application form a month in the middle of the month, and he wouldn't give us one. So let's...
I'm still processing this in my head now.
Yeah, folks. Well, for now, we're just kind of wandering. That's like our main objective, but we're wandering around.
We're getting a good feel for the neighbourhood.
Yeah, we're meeting the people. How do I leave? Oh, no, that's going into the school.
Is it is it left?
He's not come up with the... normally it comes like a little exit symbol.
He's walking on the grass here. Oh!
Where are you going? So we're currently trapped in the school.
Were you able to go that way? Because he did knock on the window.
Whoa, what's going on here?
See, now, is this part of the game?
I think I've broken him. So what we're going to do is we're going to load it again. And we're going to try...
See, with a game like this, it was, was that on purpose? Oh, God.
Probably not. It was the mid-90s. So we'll leave the school. And... Hooray!
Hey, here we go.
So, like I said in the previous episode, but I'll reiterate, it is an old game. We might run into technical issues.
I think we will.
We just did. Bear with us. So we went to the meat... we went to the meat plant where the guy had loads of dead cats around. And apparently, is it our dad works there, and he's currently ill, but he's locked behind doors by our mother. And so I'm assuming we need to break him out or break in at some point.
Oh my god, he's bringing back bad memories now.
Yeah. Let's just continue. So this is like the main map screen, so we're just kind of continuing, working our way around. So let's go to the TV station.
Oh, interesting.
Oh, there's a big queue of people who are all dressed exactly the same. It must be an audition for something. A silver tucker with a yellow interior. I'm
looking at the fashion of them. They don't look like 1950s people at the time. They look like grunge kids from the 90s.
They do look like grunge kids from the 90s. Too busy drinking and smoking, they ignore you.
90s kid, yeah.
So as you can see, this is Wah. What is it good for? Absolutely nothing.
I love you.
So let's go into the studio. We're just going to cut in, like, bollocks to him for queuing.
So this is where they filmed that very violent show,
yeah, so our little brother was watching a Cowboys and Indians TV show, which was very violent, and he definitely should have been watching it for his age. And he
explains his behaviour.
Yeah, he was a little knobhead, so he's probably picked it up off television. So no one's operating the cameras. They're probably on a break. So he's kind of watching that on a corny western backdrop complete with a cardboard teepee. Wow, it's sort of Range Rider.
Stay tuned, buckaroos. There's more to come on Range Rider's Cowboy Roundup. So don't go away.
So they've got Shane McGowan there,
and what's your name,
holding up the cue cards.
Steve's a swell name. My dog's name is Steve. Would you like my autograph, Steve?
How did he generate his name on those cards? They're just cards. They're not.
I don't like this now.
Should we get?
We got number one.
We'll get his autographed. Yeah. TV violence.
Oh yeah, I want to know about that.
Actually. Yeah, your show is inappropriate for children, and my little brother is turned into a right knobhead.
Violence? What about it?
Children watch your show. Don't you think this violence is bad for them? Or I love all the blood and gore on your show.
What do you think we should go for?
I think Steve, being a responsible adult, looking out for his little brother, no matter how much of a knobhead he is, would chastise the cowboy.
Violence is as American as apple pie and low SAT scores. Where would we be right now if the cowboys hadn't gone out west and butchered innocent people to steal their land? Answer me that, Mr. Know-It-All.
But what about studies that have shown that children become more violent when watching violence?
Buckaroo, I rip the guts out of godless heathen Injuns. Most kids don't see godless heathen Injuns on a regular basis, and if they do, they better either get their eyes checked or do like old Range Rider and shoot the bejesus out of them, lest they want to go untreated for psychotic hallucinations, or wind up with their scalps hanging from a buckskin belt. Oh, shit! Ow! Shit on a stickaroo! The parents that are griping about violence on TV are the same parents that go outside in the morning to fetch their papers, secure in the knowledge that they won't get an arrow through the noodle because the violence they hate so much done cleared the engines out of the neighborhood.
Yeah, civilization has benefited from violence. But should violence be treated as entertainment?
Check my rating, son. Violence is entertainment. I just put it on the air. If some kid watches, that says something about the kid, not me. Now, excuse me, we're going back on the air.
It's true, though.
There's definitely a satire element to this game as well. You ever see The Running Man with Arnold Schwarzenegger in?
I've heard it's good, though.
Yeah, it's like the game show host, and he basically, it's like an ultra-violent game show.
Okay.
Reminds me a lot of him. I'll look at the backdrop. Corny western back. Oh yeah, we've had a look at that cardboard teepee. Right, there's some more Alice in Chains fans just hanging out. Can we talk to it? Doesn't look like we can talk to them.
No, because apparently they're rude and ignoring us.
Oh yeah, they're smoking and drinking.
Did we click the camera?
I did, yeah. They said there's no one operating them. Is there anything we can pick up?
Examine the seats. Yeah, go on. Let's see if they've left anything behind for
Either
us.
the show isn't compelling or no one wanted to be taken out by friendly fire. I don't think they use real guns.
Well, the kid had one.
Yeah, what's this exit? Does that take us outside or to another part of the... Oh, here we go. There's like a president's office. Very poor reception. Strange, since the broadcast originates from here. It's quite strange. Okay, let's talk to Mr. McKnight.
Hey,
great name.
This is a private office.
Yeah, I know,
Looks
Mr.
very similar to
McKnight.
current
I own and operate this
powerful
station.
politician, doesn't he?
Have you brought me some news for tonight's broadcast, or...
I've lost my memory. That's news.
The hell it is! You always were a kidder, Steve. Any real news to tell me?
Actually, I was just wanting to know more about the TV station.
Hey, WHAR is the only television station in Harvest. Since the old Sentinel went under, what with the newspaper building burning down and all, we're golden. Nobody competes with us, sport.
So, he is the 4th person to call us a kidder.
Yeah.
So I don't know if that's some like weird trigger phrase.
Is this like... You've seen the film The Truman Show?
Yes.
Where everyone around him are actors.
Possibly. Potentially.
I'm getting those vibes from
Yeah,
him,
I definitely see what you mean. So, do we ask him, you and your partners must be rich, or what an odd coincidence?
Yeah, what an odd coincidence. Let's see what he goes into there.
Hey now, sport, that's an irresponsible allegation. I had nothing to do with that fire. Just because WHAR may have benefited from it and I danced on the ashes a little doesn't mean I torched the place. You can ask Sheriff Dwayne if you have any doubts.
You seem awfully touchy on the subject, sport.
Yes,
I'm touchy
lad.
when people try to muscle their way into my business. I'd appreciate it if you'd leave my office and don't come back.
He definitely did it.
Yeah, of course he did. And by the way, that is not an office, pal.
It's a bit of a weird office, like these weird
It's
little
like a foyer.
cubicles.
From a reception area.
Yeah. Again, the rooms in this game seem absolutely massive.
At least a social distancing, though.
Yeah.
Very topical there. Game was ahead of its time.
Yeah, this is how all modern offices are going to look in the next few months.
Yeah.
I can't see that we can pick anything up, so I think...
Can you click on the camera bottom left?
This one?
Mm-hmm.
No, it doesn't come up with a little symbol.
What about the overhanging lights?
Oh, I didn't.
Ah.
Let me click on that.
That was interesting.
The Indians. So, here's a theory. These people are all dressed up as Indians, apparently.
What?
Nirvana listening
Nirvana
Indians.
Indians.
The violence is real. Same
They're
show
just,
is broadcasting.
They're expendable.
Yeah, they come in, boom, next one, boom, they're actually killing people on air.
Yeah. Maybe the bodies are the meat.
Potentially. Shit on a stickaroo. Definitely a
Indeed.
phrase I've never heard, but
Indeed.
will enter
It's a
my
phrase now.
vocabulary. Right, let's go to Edna's Diner.
Maybe that's why there's no... what's the word I'm looking for? The economy's ruined.
Potentially. A 1955 Frag 100 with a rear leather seat. Some discarded fags on the floor.
Fire lane. Oh, fire lane, no parking. There we go, that's interesting.
Can
you click on the car?
I didn't seem to be giving me on the car.
What about
so we've
the
got
open... Oh, no, it's not
the neon sign is actually says DNA's Diner.
Well spotted there. What did it say? Even on the ground? What did that say?
Even on the ground, you can hear the sonorous buzz of the neon. Open 24 hours. Which must be terrible for business, because...
Oh. There's going to be another knobhead kid now.
So, who have we got? So, there's some battered seats. Doesn't seem to be anything we can pick up in a lot of these things. So, currently in our inventory, we've got a... we got his autograph. Which is signed.
With quite a lot of that.
Yeah. We've also got a pen and a adult magazine. So we'll see if we can
get a bird away and after that.
So are we going to talk to Karen, the little girl, or are we going to talk to Edna? Or DNA, as apparently she's now known.
Yeah, DNA. Talk to DNA.
Oh, Steve, what are you doing sneaking up on me like that? God, for a second I thought you were Mr. Johnson.
Oh.
What would you like to order?
Oh, it doesn't actually give us an option of what food you want to order.
You know me or who I am? This has been too much about Steve now. So who are you?
Yeah.
Well, you're in Edna's Diner. That ought to be your first clue.
I thought this was DNA's Diner.
Very funny. If certain customers would stop pretending to have amnesia and order some food, maybe I could afford to get that sign fixed. Might even be able to buy enough extra letters to spell Fitzpatrick.
I'm not pretending.
Now, Steve, faking amnesia won't help
That's
anything.
upset. Look at her face.
If you don't want to marry Stephanie, then don't. But don't play sick, for heaven's sake. I'd expect that from Karen, not an 18-year-old.
So, oh yeah, we're apparently engaged to Stephanie, who we've not met yet. So she'll probably be around one of these houses. Apparently Steve's 18.
Not a chance.
He looks about 35.
I thought he was just visiting. There's
Yeah.
no way he's 18 years old, let me tell you. Doesn't even dress like an 18-year-old.
He dresses like a middle-aged man. What should we ask about? Karen, Stephanie, or Mr. Johnson? Who's Mr. Johnson? Just about Mr. Johnson. I don't remember who Mr. Johnson is.
Yeah, I don't remember. But before you click
Mr.
it...
Johnson has a liking for me.
Oh, right.
I'd call it a crush, but that's too innocent a word. He's a bitter man with too much time on his hands. He's never gotten over being rejected by the lodge, and there's something unwholesome in the way he looks at me. I'm always glad when the sheriff comes in every day at noon.
So he's been rejected by the lodge.
Yeah.
Is that due to a fraudulent application form, or?
Sheriff.
That's about the sheriff.
Sheriff Dwayne is such a dear man. And I don't just say that because he's my most regular customer. Every single day, rain or shine, he comes in here at noon for lunch. Sits in the same spot, too. That's at least an hour every day when I can be sure Mr. Johnson won't show up. You know, it's funny. Dwayne never comes in here with Deputy Loomis, but he frequently dines with Mr. McKnight. You know, the owner of the TV station. Sometimes he comes in with Postmaster Boyle, but somehow I don't think they're friends.
So we met Postmaster Boyle.
Yeah.
And he was really rude and wouldn't give us an application form, even though we said please. So, obviously, he's friends with the sheriff. It's a very small town. I think the population's about 50. So it's definitely going to be one of those, everyone knows each other.
Yeah.
This woman looks like Betty Gilpin from Glow.
Mixed with Jodie Foster.
Yeah, a little. Maybe some inspiration on the actress's part. It's just about Postmaster Boyle, Mr. Johnson. I'm still curious about this Mr. Johnson.
Before you do, she said Fitzpatrick, didn't she?
Is that her surname? She was on about getting the sign.
Wasn't it another character called Fitzpatrick? Can't even say that name properly, me. I'm sure there was.
I don't remember. There might have been. We'll have to.
I don't know why, but it's ringing a bell.
Have to interrogate. But who should we ask?
Postmaster Boyle.
Though I see them together a lot, Boyle and the sheriff never act very friendly towards each other. Almost like there's some kind of bond between them besides friendship. Though what it might be, I can't imagine.
Cult.
Yes, you can.
Maybe Sheriff Dwayne resents the fact that he's never been able to get into the lodge. Though that's not Boyle's fault. He just hands out the applications. He doesn't decide who gets admitted.
So we know that we need to get an application to get into the cult. We also spotted in the general store there is a photocopier. So my theory is we have to steal that copy, photocopy it, and then give it back. And then use the photocopied version to sneak into the cult. Why? We've not really found out why we want to get into the cult. It's just when we were speaking to Mum at the beginning, she said, go and join the lodge.
I'm still transfixed about this wasp lady.
Oh yeah, there was mention of a wasp lady as well, who apparently lives in a house, but I didn't remember seeing her name on it.
Is she eating all the people?
Well, we'll have to find... It wouldn't surprise me.
So many.
Yeah, let's ask about the lodge. What does she know?
The lodge is the repository of all wisdom. You should join the Order of the Harvest Moon, Steve. And soon.
Why? For God's sake, what is it about this place?
The wheat ripens and waits not for the scythe. The farmer who waits too long, it were better that he used the scythe to rip his own stomach out than to stay his scythe when the wheat ripens. The harvest moon wanes and then comes winter. An empty belly, the body sun's belly, gurgling within or bloody on the ground. What does it benefit a man if he gains his soul and loses the world? You hunger. Feed yourself before it's too late. Oh.
Edna?
Steve. What happened? Were we talking about Boyle? Or was it Karen?
You seemed strange there for a minute.
I'm sorry. I'm under a lot of stress. Running this diner all alone. Forgive me.
It's not like you're busy, is it?
Oh.
So obviously, it was like she was kind of possessed there for a second. One thing to mention as well: the sergeant at arms of the lodge speaks telepathically. So maybe he's speaking through her.
Yeah. So he's obviously listened to this conversation.
Yeah, he must know what's going on.
Wiped her memory.
Let's ask about Karen.
You've met Karen, my 8-year-old.
Nope.
Other than the diner, she's all I have.
Is that a real baby or is it a doll? Right, okay. So we've asked about Postmaster Bull and Karen.
Stop by anytime, Steve.
Definitely not.
Oh, thanks, Karen, but your diner doesn't even have tables, love.
Yeah, you look like you rushed off your feet. We'll leave you to it. Grease fryer. Oh, it's off.
Can you click on Karen?
Edna doesn't know. Karen, right?
Hi, what's your name?
Karen.
You know what I mean.
What are you doing?
Playing. My mom is working, so I gotta stay out of her hair. Wanna play?
Not really.
Not now, maybe later.
Okay. Bye-bye.
So that was useless. There doesn't seem to be anything else in the diner we can interact with.
What about the door on the far right?
Is that not the way we... Where do we come in from?
Nope.
Behind. So, that was a bit useless.
Yeah.
So let's...
I don't feel like I got information out of there.
No, she was... Right, so at the police station, the fire station, the newspaper. Obviously, the newspaper building burnt down.
Yeah. But could there be any clues or anything we could pick up?
Potentially, I think we'll carry on just kind of working our way around. So let's go to the police station.
Office Police Department.
Oh. Well, there's a traffic cop. There's a mailbox I can't click on there. Flag. American flag with stars and stripes forever, according to the description. Let's speak to the... Cop ignores you, too busy writing a bug report. Bug report?
Oh, the wasp lady.
Yeah, it's a bit weird. It's really like a traffic ticket or something.
Well, the baby was eating a spider and it had a fly on his head.
I don't think that's a crime, though. But
that is true.
It is harvest.
Major concern, though.
Oh, God, yeah. So he's got a coffee pot on top of a chest of drawers, which I'm pretty sure is against health and safety because it's above head height. So that's asking for trouble. It hisses at you from its perch. Not a bird. What's the map? What's the map of harvest? There's a tiny desk fan.
It's on, I can tell that's on there.
Yeah, it's on, but it must be absolutely useless because of the size of this room. There is no way that is doing anybody any favours.
Not at all.
So
the size of that guy, bloody hell.
Yeah, we've got Sheriff Dwayne, he's a big dude. We've got Deputy Loomis. Now, I believe, from speaking to the one at the general store, Deputy Loomis wanted to buy the adult magazine, but she wouldn't let him buy it because he's a good, honest man.
But now we have it in our possession.
But she sold it to us because we're a virile 18-year-old man boy.
Amnesia.
So let's speak to this big dude.
Hello, Steve. Let me introduce myself. I'm Sheriff Dwayne, and this here is Loomis.
Pleasure, I reckon.
Then, we haven't met before?
Of course we have. But I heard about your alleged amnesia and figured I'd play along. I sure hope this is just a prank and not the start of some insanity plea. Keep your nose clean or you'll wind up in jail, and that's no place to hold a wedding.
I understand you witnessed Miss Whaley's dispensing a little discipline at the school, and she thinks you may be feeling a mite bent about it.
She bludgeoned a child.
I'm going to feel a little bent about that, if I'm honest. Yeah. That's insane. Women cripples children.
Yep.
Also, we've got I mind my own business, Sheriff.
We've got
first
she
one.
Cripples
You
children.
need to forget about it, boy. I don't interfere in school discipline. I leave that to the professionals. And so should you. Heck,
There isn't a psychiatrist around who'd disagree about what a calming influence a dent in the head can be. You can't argue with science, Steve. It's bigger than all of us.
Yeah, she did it a kid though, pal, so...
Yeah. Amnesia, jail, wedding, or Loomis?
Loomis.
Loomis here is my deputy. Without him, I'd have a hard time keeping the peace, or at least taking a lunch break. Mainly Loomis answers the phone and babysits the office while I'm out, though sometimes he likes to go in the back and stain the jail mattress. Isn't that right, Loomis?
Oh, now, Sheriff, what you gotta go and say that for?
Loomis has more than his share of problems. I wouldn't invite him to the wedding. Or if you do, make sure he doesn't catch the garter. That could be embarrassing.
Oh, I wouldn't do nothing, Dwayne. But I sure would like a little garter that'd been around Stephanie's thigh. Oh, well, that'd be right special.
You can tell he wants a porn mag now.
Oh yeah, he's a bit of a creep, that guy. Crime or wedding?
Yeah, I reckon if we click wedding, it's going to say, oh, Steve, don't you remember you're married?
Yeah.
That's what I think is going to happen. Do we try wedding?
We'll try wedding.
Amnesia or no, you can't have forgotten you're about to marry the prettiest little thing in Harvest.
Right.
I think you and Stephanie are perfect for each other. I just hope her father's disappointment doesn't spoil everything.
Disappointment?
Mr. Potsdam wants to hold the wedding in the lodge, but he'll never get in. Like all the rest, he's always hanging around the post office the first day of the month, waiting for Boyle to bring out that month's lodge applications. And there's always a long line, never enough applications to go around.
Just one.
And even if you do get an application, chances are you're right out of luck. Fewer called to the order and even less accepted. And Potsdam, well, they've turned him down so many times, unless he does something radical, he'll never get in.
Have we asked him about the lodge?
No.
I don't mind telling you, I'd never get anything done if not for the lodge's efforts. To join the Order of the Harvest Moon is the highest dream of everyone in Harvest.
I'm not interested in any stupid lodge. How can I get an application? I want to join.
Yeah, we need to know.
Like I said, unless you get an application on the first day of the month, you're generally out of luck. Stop by the post office and talk to Postmaster Boyle. You never know. He might have a spare application laying around.
He said the first day of the month, but when we spoke to Postmaster Boyle, he said the middle of the month. So, someone's fibbing, and I'm probably more likely to believe the postmaster who actually does the applications than the guy who can't get in because he keeps getting rejected.
Unless they're supposed to go by a script, and they forgot the lines, maybe.
We asked about the wedding, didn't we? So.
Yeah.
Right.
Stop on by any time, Steve.
Nah. Right, let's speak to Loomis, the creep.
Anything I can help you with?
That coffee sure smells good, or no, just looking around?
A coffee, go on.
Help yourself. Speaking of which, you're real lucky to be marrying Stephanie. She don't look like a good woman. I just hope she don't turn out like Mrs. Loomis, or mercy forbid Mrs. Phelps. Good women can be awful hard on a man's needs, don't you know?
Thanks for speaking about my future wife like that.
Yeah, click Stephanie.
Oh gosh darn, she's purty. Kinda like a gal I seen on some of them French postcards they used to make. Used to be, I'd take them things, go back into jail if nobody was there and kind of look them over one-handed, fold some towels. That was before Mrs. Loomis.
Mrs. Loomis or French postcards?
I want to go with French postcards.
French postcards.
Of course, I don't necessarily mean French postcards. That's just what we called them in my day. Any kind of girly picture book, the kind men like, would be just dandy. I'd be right grateful, kiddo, if you were to bring me one.
Well, what do you know? Right, should we give him the magazine?
Kiddo.
Right. So
it's your lucky day, pal.
Yeah, I just happened to have this magazine.
Oh, I seen you brung me a girly picture book. Oh, don't give me it now. Come back when the sheriff's at lunch, say a little afternoon, and you'll be right as rain in my book, kiddo.
Right, so we definitely need to give it to him.
Yeah.
But not yet, so...
What if... Is there a way we can put Dwayne in the cafe? Diner? Because he goes there at noon.
Yes, very well remembered. I don't believe this game runs in like real time, so I'm assuming we'll have to progress story-wise, and then he'll go, oh,
then
funnily enough, it's now 12, and we'll go and outdoors locked.
Can you click the notice board?
That's the evidence room, where we store items lifted from crime scenes. It's kept locked at all times. There's things in there that could make people jump through hoops, if I wanted.
So we're definitely going to have to try and get into that evidence room at some point. I don't... Can I open... Oh, can't. That doesn't seem to be in the filing cabinet. Solved cases. Solved cases. Unsolved arson. And it's full.
Okay.
So there's a lot of unsolved arson. Yep, two whole filing cabinets full of unsolved arson cases. So the newspaper thing burnt down. There's probably been a few. A lot of arson around.
I'll have a coffee, Steve.
Yeah, we didn't mention the coffee. He's still writing that bug report like he's a programmer. Right, so let's...
That was interesting.
Right, fire station or newspaper building? How did the newspaper building burn down when it's next door to the fire station? They don't even have to get the engine out. They can just plug it in out front. And...
To be fair, with the amount of people that we've seen in the game, it could just be one staff.
Yeah, true. Let's go to the fire station. Oh,
there we go. One staff.
There's one staff member over there. Just stands outside
Not
waiting
dressed
for
like
fire
a
to happen.
1950s fireman either.
I don't know. I don't know what 1950s firemen look like.
Please excuse the mess. They've done wonders with the upstairs bedroom, but this garage defies color coordination.
So, this game did come out in the 90s.
Oh.
And there's probably a lack of political correctness.
When we were in the military base, they did talk about, oh, you're not going to be one of these bent firemen, are you?
Yeah, and it says about making the flag red, white, and pink or something.
And there's a pink fire truck.
Yeah. Oh, there's a pink fire truck.
Of course.
So, we didn't make the game, so don't blame us.
Yeah, please
don't blame us. It's a satire. So.
And we're just going along with you guys.
Yeah,
it's a surprise to you as it is to us.
Yeah. How offensive is this gonna get? Oh! Why is there a dog barking? What?
The dog's the least of my problems here, if I'm honest with you.
Well, Cruella will probably keep that safe from Cruella de Vil. We
I don't think it's safe from these guys, though.
Saliva is foaming from his barking chops. He's just barking. He's not chasing anything. So this doesn't look like your traditional fire station. So we've got Sparky the fireman and Fireman the fireman.
Gotta be Sam. Fireman Sam, gotta be.
Sam?
One on the left.
Alright, his name's just Fireman. There's a male model as well. We'll speak to Fireman.
Don't bother me, I'm sketching. Oh, look what you made me do!
We gotta do this, come on.
Oh, I might have to turn the comments off for this one.
Hello, Steve. Welcome to the House of Flame, as we like to call it. Oh, cut it out, Spots, honestly. Once he gets barking, a good piece of meat is the only way to shut him up.
Oh.
There you go, Spot. So, Steve, Bet you don't remember me. Heard about that short in the old wiring. I'm Fire Marshal Sparky, head of your fire department.
Probably just worth saying that here at FootPunch we are an LGBTQ ally.
Yes, we are.
We fully support everyone's right to love who they love
goodness.
and be identified as how they want to identify. So
This game was your idea.
Yep, I had no idea about it. So we apologise, but we're going to carry on. Where did you hear about my memory loss, or why are you sketching nude men in my fire department?
Got to be the second one.
Yeah.
Please,
It's a question.
It's not the subject, it's the process. Don't be such a party pooper, Steve. We're talking
Terrible
about
painting.
It looks like an ankle.
Yeah.
Besides, we haven't had a fire in Harvest since the newspaper building burned down.
And that was yesterday.
So I'll admit that the Wasp Woman's place is one big accident waiting to happen. Isn't that right, Spots?
Is that a yes?
Can we go for Wasp Woman?
Yeah,
I'm very
there's
intrigued
been a
about her.
couple of mentions of the Wasp Woman.
Some people think all we do is sit around, sketching fetching examples of manhood for our own amusement. Nothing could be further from the truth. Why, just the other day we cited Tetsu a crumb for fire code violations. All the dried out paper wasp nests clustered around our wooden house, why, it's a chem log just waiting for the right faggot. Believe me, none of us wants to see another fiasco like the Sentinel fire.
Seems to have been a lot of fires.
He's Goofy. He sounds like Goofy.
He sounds like Sylvester.
Yeah. Sylvester.
A dreadful affair. You wouldn't think that a brick and steel building with a sprinkler system could go up that quickly.
Inside job.
It was arson. Maybe we were too busy. Oh.
Maybe not get sarky with the fire department. It was arson.
Yeah.
Oh, please. Dwayne was glad enough to see the thing go up, and so was McKnight. If you could get into that safe in his wall... Forget it. Look, Steve, as far as I know, the fire was an accident. Let's just leave it at that. Now don't you go moving.
He hasn't moved an inch since we got here.
Don't try and help me.
Someone check his pulse.
Bye-bye.
Yeah, so he says about a wall safe. Was he referring to the TV studio's wall safe or the the sheriff's wall safe?
There was nothing in the room.
Yeah, I don't remember seeing
Was
that.
it in the diner?
No, it says hidden, but a well-endowed new man standing in the moonlight. An accident just waiting to happen. A fireplace. I will say, very symmetrical room.
Yeah, fair play. It's very pleasing on the eye.
Yeah, a lot of feng shui. Very good framing. Again, a massive room. With some very powerful lights. There's only 3 and they seem to be powering the whole room.
And it's a good view.
Yeah.
Be fair.
The dog seems pretty happy.
Stop barking now.
Yeah, well, you gave him the meat,
I
didn't
got
you?
us some meat.
Um,
Meat.
from the butchers. Right, so he's just there. He seems to be the only responsible member of the fire department.
He's just like that bloody police guy drawing the big problem.
Pickets of the fence gleam with a fresh coat of white paint, like clean-cut soldiers standing at attention, defending truth, justice in the American way. That is the most poetic way to describe a white picket fence I've ever heard.
I'm going to look at a fence differently now. Sounds like a baby crying.
Right, we'll go to the newspaper building, but apparently it's been burnt down, so I don't know.
There's going to be...
A lot of ash. And there's a lot of fire hydrants on this street. 3 fire hydrants in the build, yeah. Still burned down. Pipes.
Is that a shovel there?
It does look like a shovel. Can I... No. Shovel is sticking out. Yeah, there's a shovel. There doesn't seem to be much...
The music's changed now.
Yeah, it's very kind of like eerie ghost town. Kind of vibe.
UFO Oh,
yeah.
the wind's picked up. I can feel the wind in you now.
It's a theremin when you wave your hand.
Yeah.
So that was helpful.
But did you notice? It must have burnt down easy just because of the canisters over there.
Yeah, I think they were. He said it was brick and steel, but definitely an inside job. So we're at the hotel. No vacancies. So that looks like a church in the background, but he won't let me go over there. So let's head inside. That is a very dapper-looking man.
Very, very nice hotel, that.
Yeah. What's the flyer on the wall? Oh, the PTA bake sale. They're doing a lot of good advertising for this bake sale. I hope the turnout's good.
4 people.
Reflections make the lobby seem more spacious than it actually is. The lobby is massive. The little mirror.
No need for mirrors here,
Yeah.
I'm honest.
The door's locked, so we can't go in there. That little sign seems to.
Oh, is that a newspaper? No.
A ledger. A ledger of names, the last being Jonathan A. Rhinecliffe, checked in Monday. Well, hasn't checked out. Let's speak to Mr. Moynihan.
Stephen.
Who are you?
I am Daniel Moynihan, mortician and proprietor of the Wayward Hotel.
Most people ask me why I don't remember their names.
Well, you always were a kidder, Steve.
That's the 5th person to say that.
Besides, as one who deals with the dead, I try not to involve myself in the affairs of the living. Your loss of memory is of no concern to me, true or false. Ironic, considering my recent involvement in a charity event.
What are you talking about?
My complaints were central to the scheduling of the upcoming Harvest Bake Sale. I'm gratified the Order of the Harvest Moon got involved. The proceeds will certainly help cover my losses.
So he's a mortician, and he runs the hotel.
But he said he didn't want to get involved with the living. But he must deal with the living if he's in the hotel.
There's a hotel for the dead. See people checking in. What's the Willy Wonka quote? Nobody ever goes in, nobody ever comes out. Let's ask about his losses.
Yes.
It seems that, like some elephant's graveyard, people of low station come to Harvest to die. They simply drop dead, penniless, and they all need burials. God knows, by putting these people up at the Wayward Hotel, I do more than my fair share. So why must I pay for the coffins and burial materials as well? My losses to the dead are substantial. Hopefully the bake sale will offset some of them.
So he's running a charity bake sale to pay for coffins and equipment to bury the dead.
I mean, it's nice of him.
Yeah. And I suppose it's community spirit, isn't it? Let's ask about the bake sale.
This bake sale is a joint effort of the Harvest PTA and the Order of the Harvest Moon. The proceeds will be used to set up a fund for transients. In other words, bums and societal rejects without families who wander into Harvest uninvited.
Then the Order is setting up shelters for the homeless?
Not shelters. Graves. You see a great number of these hobos die while passing through. Don't ask me why, it's what those people do. Use your common sense, Stephen, memory or no. If they were involved in setting up homeless shelters, then why would I be involved? And why would I be sustaining losses?
Fair point.
Maybe the queue of people that we saw going into the TV studio, maybe they're the homeless.
So they dress them up as Indians, have them murdered on television, and then shipped off to this guy's hotel / mortuary.
Jack the Ripper looking dude.
Very well dressed though.
Always
appreciate
very well
a good,
spoken.
Yeah.
I trust him already.
Always appreciate a good top hat.
As always, the Order of the Harvest Moon has taken the lead in addressing our societal ills. Through their sponsorship of the blood drive and the bake sale, the lodge ensures that all our needs are met.
Needs? Such as?
Pardon me, there are corpses to prepare. And my losses have been substantial of late.
We get it.
If you're sincerely interested in the Order, however, you should stop by the lodge and speak with the Sergeant-at-Arms.
Why should I be interested, Mr. Moynihan?
Of all the spots in Harvest, the lodge is the most prominent, literally and figuratively. It is the ambition of everyone here to join. and join you must to attain wisdom.
What kind of wisdom?
If I knew, I'd be a member. I have the feeling you have what it takes to join the Order, Stephen. We all believe that.
5 minutes.
Whether or not you live up to your potential is up to you.
Okay, so we've asked about bake sale and losses, so...
I'd say it's been a pleasure, but I find the company of the living so wearisome.
Oh, you should go and die now.
Yeah, you've depressed us.
You've turned rude every character. It's just either bizarre or knob.
Yeah, what's on the radio? Somewhat ponderous console radio evokes an earlier era. Like the 50s, Steve. We're in the 50s.
But he is dressed like something before the 50s, though.
I don't know, it's a good look. It holds up. We don't seem to be able to actually go anywhere or pick anything up, so...
No, doesn't. You can't click on the frames?
No, it just didn't. Not letting me. So that, I'm assuming that's his crematorium or mortuary.
Could be connected to the way we're in.
Although I believe we can go to... Alright, so if we come to this screen, we can go to the mortuary.
Shady Oaks, beautiful name.
Where did we start from? I think
it was top left.
Yeah, top. Yeah. Alright, so we've nearly gone for everything. So should we go to the cemetery or go to the mortuary first?
I think Shady Oaks mortuary first,
and then we can go.
And then the crescendo of the graveyard.
The cemetery is probably going to be the most normal place.
Yeah, there's going to be one bloke and going, hello.
Yeah, he's just doing his job.
And he'd be the nicest character he will, I bet.
Oh, what a lovely mortuary. Votive candles have been lit by many well-wishers for the dead, or one well-wisher with a lot of matches. Got a point. The podium there, what's on the ledger? Those dear to us have passed recently. Jonathan A. Rhinecliffe. Remember that name?
Yeah.
So people are signing into the hotel, probably not themselves, and then ending up in the mortuary. The schedule of this week's funerary events.
Oh, a big sale.
Doesn't actually tell me what events they are, it just says it's a list. A pair of comfortable looking sofas. They are comfortable, they're very deep.
I want to sit on them.
Yeah. Probably a bit comfier than these computer chairs, but right, let's head on through.
Here we go.
Right, so we got the pews and not much else.
Well, the left chandelier is more brighter than the right.
Yeah, they're different coloured lights as well, maybe different type of candles. Rows and rows of empty wooden pews, caked with the dust of indifference.
God, this is deep.
It's a very poetic description of things.
It really is.
Can we click here? Does that take us to the front? Ah, here we go. So we've got the lectern. A small lectern for a priest. Very small lectern. Be a very small priest. More candles. A candelabra holds several strange smelling candles. A saint kneels before a shepherd, jubilantly terrified. That's the same
just
but mirrored. Anything different? No. I thought the sentence would be backwards for some reason, I don't know why. The imprint of a head, buttocks and sliding heels are scraped into the thick dust of the pew.
Oh, and there's blood on the floor.
Is it blood or is it just light?
No, by the pew.
I think it's the light coming through the window. What's that? A hauntingly beautiful stained glass window in which a man holds a scythe in one hand and some ethereal power in the other. It's going to be like the leader of the cult or something, an empty vessel of the dead. Just say a coffin, why do you have to be so over-descriptive? I don't
Something's in the coffin. Something is in the coffin.
He's not putting anything out. Let's... We are still very early on in the game, so these locations will probably become more use when we've actually got stuff in our inventory to... a professionally kept landscape. There's nothing bloody there. Could have done a rose garden or something.
It's beautiful. This village is lovely.
Go to the cemetery.
Oh, and it's overlooking.
That's a lovely
lodge.
View of the cult, the lodge.
Beautiful.
Let's head on through. I must say, I do love the Harvester logo, the kind of H with the... It's a very aesthetically pleasing logo.
But it means something sinister. Just thinking now, should we go back to the sheriff's just because it's obviously gone noon? The sky. Give him the magazine.
Potentially. But
or do you think it's just like...
We haven't done anything, so I reckon he'll probably still be there. I don't think time matters in Harvest. So Boxcar Willie's...
How did he get that name?
Oh.
Come on, bring on this. Come on.
The air here reeks of fresh soil and manure. Jonathan A. Rhinecliffe, a freshly dug grave for our gentleman who signed into the hotel, died, ended up in a grave. Scotty Bacon, we shall rest easily without you. Scripture on the headstone has faded beyond legibility. November 27th, 1948, another unknown victim. Tombstone is unmarked. Why give him a tombstone then? Imagine if you had a grave digger, digs a grave, pops a headstone in, just goes,
oh, cheers, pal, thank you very much. I'm going to haunt you.
It's like a speed of service thing where you pre-dig graves and you just chuck them in and then you can deal with the names afterwards. Picnic table. What a lovely place to sit and have some lovely sandwiches and a flask of tea.
That's probably the only entertainment they had in that village.
True. Well, they've got the TV station, so it's you can see the aftermath of the Indians getting murdered on television.
Oh,
here
okay.
we go. It's kind of like a mausoleum, isn't it? The marble doors have been sealed shut.
Stop teasing us like that, will you?
The Potsdam family crypt. Right, so Potsdam, the name has been mentioned a couple of times. His house, I believe, is in the corner. So
you're going to have to run that past me again. When were they mentioned?
I think did the sheriff mention the name, or someone at the diner mentioned the name?
Potsdam. Was it the barber? 'Cause I don't think I...
Possibly. People, they're not really giving any information, just that the name's been mentioned. Let's back out of here and let's I want to have a look at. I think there's some houses at the top. We go and examine. Here we go. So we've got the Johnson residence, the abandoned house. There you go, the Potsdam residence. So we'll save that one for last. So we'll go to the.
Do it in order. I think Johnson residence now.
Yeah. So Johnson is the creepy guy who's been harassing Edna at the diner.
Right,
so,
okay. Oh, he looks...
Is that him? Yep, that's him. Just sat out on his driveway.
Of course he is, in his rocking chair.
Let's...
Hello, Steve. How's the husband-to-be?
He looks like...
having no memory, I guess I'm alright.
He looks like Rodney Dangerfield.
You should be ecstatic.
Yes, he does.
Considering what you're getting into, if you haven't gotten into it already. Speaking of which, I heard Stephanie was grounded. Her daddy's worried about getting his meat. Though if I were him, I'd be more concerned about Stephanie getting some meat.
Right.
Oh, yeah.
And you are...
Too easy, that one, mate.
You always were a kidder, Steve.
Number 6, yeah.
I'm Mr.
Oh, I went to grab a drink and hit the escape key.
Oh.
What I can imagine he said
never know.
is, creepy, I'm a creep.
Stick it in there.
Yeah. Edna.
Edna Fitzpatrick is one of the snootiest women in town. I declare there isn't a woman in Harvest that'd turn me away. If I was interested, that is. Just because she owns DNAs, she's got all these highfalutin ideas about independence. And her with a little girl to raise. That child needs a father. And Edna, well, she needs a good hard penis.
Why is penis one of the options that we can ask?
Click on it.
What makes you so sure she needs a penis?
You saying Edna's getting it from someone else? Like maybe that damn Sheriff Dwayne? He's over at DNA's diner every day from noon to 1, eating his dadgum pie. And I got a feeling he'd like Edna for dessert. Sure, it's the only diner in town, but I'm sure he's got more on his mind than food.
Guy's a bit unhinged.
Wow.
Edna or Edna's diners? I think we asked about Edna, didn't we? That's about the diner.
I'll admit DNA's diner does good business. But money isn't everything to a woman. Can money keep you warm at night? Can you wrap your thighs around it? Or rake bloody gashes in its back with your painted hollowed fingernails? Edna! Edna! So, how's Stephanie?
None of your business. None of your concern.
Do you know, he said Stephanie's grounded, so how old is Stephanie?
But she's 17. Apparently Steve's 18 and she's 17.
Well, that's very... And they're getting married already.
Speaking of Stephanie, I still haven't gotten an invitation to the wedding yet.
Are you talking about a
I don't
penis?
have anything to do with that.
That's okay. Personally, I'd prefer a pass to the honeymoon. You could use the back seat of my Tucker for the maiden voyage. It's plenty big, believe you me. I'd drive you around, and I wouldn't look in the back seat, I guarantee it. Though if you'd like to come up front and take the wheel a while, I wouldn't say nay.
Man, with eyes like that, I can see anything. Jesus.
I think there's a reason you didn't get an invite to the wedding, mate.
Yeah.
Is there an option to say, no, it's in the post. We definitely sent you one. So
option run.
Yeah. Okay.
Heck of an automobile, isn't she? Damn shame I have to sit out here and watch over her all the time. But if I didn't, those stupid kids might scratch her up playing ball.
Where? There's no children on this street.
Only the bit by JJ.
Yeah, if that's a real Tucker, I can understand your concern. Or could I take a look at it? I think we should take a look at it.
Don't see why not. But don't touch her.
Oh, you will?
I'm mighty particular about my Tucker. I had the garage remodeled like a fortress, so I could lock her up at night and get some sleep.
I'm sure she's safe enough inside.
A few months back, someone broke into my house, trying to get into the garage. I had to gripe like hell before the sheriff agreed to start the evening patrols and instigate the curfew.
So he sits outside all day keeping an eye on his car, even though he's got a double garage behind him. What?
And how does he go how does he go to Edna's?
Bye now.
We just walk, that's all we did, right? Can we go into his house?
Probably not. You're not allowed to go in the car.
We can examine it. Can we do anything else with it? Oh. So we met Mr. Johnson, and he's a creep, so we're gonna...
I don't want to meet him again, if I'm honest, Al.
Yeah, you feel a bit icky to speak to people like that.
I want to shower after this.
Yeah, let's try the abandoned house.
Standard abandoned house, that, really?
Yeah, the attic window is the perfect nesting ground for wasps. Is this the wasp lady's house?
Come on. I've been waiting to see her.
Also covered in wasps.
And you can hear wasps as well.
Yeah, can we go in? Oh, there she is. It's not an abandoned house that she's living in, is it? There's a lot of wasp nests on the wall. An ice box, sealed shut with wasp nests. Cabinet, infested with wasps.
Pretty clean kitchen, if I'm honest.
Yeah, considering everything else is infested with wasps. A picture of a wasp.
And it's nicely lit.
This is Tetsuya Crumb.
Is she floating? She's bobbing up and down her.
She's probably sat on a chair made of wasps.
It's not
often that I get visitors.
Are you the wasp woman?
Come on, mate, you better than that.
I'm Tetsuya Crumb. The ignorant of harvest called me the wasp woman. A pejorative, no doubt. Born of fear and a poverty of imagination.
I don't understand.
The politics of honey, the Judeo-Christian rites of sacrifice and conventional taboos against unbridled pleasure are all responsible for the prejudice against wasps.
I don't think you can take umbrage with being called the wasp woman.
No.
When everything in your entire house contains wasps.
Yeah, like don't like tread around it, love. You've got pictures of wasps. You are a crazy woman, obviously.
If you had guinea pigs in your fridge, in your cupboards, you'd be the guinea pig woman.
Yeah. So talk about something unbridled.
Just don't blame them when you've brought this on yourself. So we asked about honey, sacrifice, pleasure, or I don't.
That's a weird shopping list, aren't it? Jesus.
Yeah. Ask her about wasps.
Yeah.
Try for redundant, but we'll go for it anyway.
Regard the wasp. Wasps produce nothing for others, but only for themselves. Wasps build nests and more wasps, nothing more. They spread into eaves and attics, not to make honey for supermarkets, but to buzz and rustle on their own paper, perpetuating their own agenda, growing stealthily, surely. The most relentless of insects.
And the wasps are in the cult. Do they have to get an application form?
I bet they didn't. They just fly in the windows, man.
A wasp pen trying to write their little wasp names. I've never considered anything about wasps other than the fact that they're knobheads.
Not as much as the characters in here, though.
Oh, I know. They're the human equivalent of wasps. So, should we tell it? Yeah, we'll keep them away from innocent children, or wasps disgust me.
I want a poker.
You want a poker?
I want a poker. Yeah, wasps disgust. Are you happy? Wasps disgust? Yeah.
Cultivate an appreciation for the grotesque, or you won't go far in this life.
That reminds me, I should probably save it.
Yeah.
Because if she sets wasps on us or something, then we'll say bye. We'll save it just in case she gets upset. Because
I think she's going to morph into a big huge wasp and sting us.
I'm not putting it past it. Oh, can't spell today.
Get fly spray. Oh, very good.
I pride myself on my wit of naming save games. Right.
It's not often that I get visitors.
We were here just... Oh. For some reason, taking all the options of speaking to her, so thanks for that. That's my fault, but that's not a nest. That was a nest.
Can you go in the oven? Well, don't go in it.
No, he doesn't want to let me examine it. Although I will say, very clean oven.
Oh, yeah, the hobs.
She must have got the flash over that, or the Mr. Sheen, whatever.
That's a Mr. Sheen ovens. Definitely Mr.
Back in
job.
the 50s.
Ooh. Same car.
Right, let's go and visit the Potsdam residence.
At least, do you know what? We found the wasp lady now.
Yeah. So that's the mental bucket list ticked off. Relatively normal looking house. The glass is so clear, the reflection makes it difficult to see.
Surely if it was dirty, it'd be hard to see.
Garage needs a new paint job. Don't judge. Hello. Oh, who's this big fella? Right. We have a funerary urn. That's the second time I've seen that word in this game.
Funerary. I've never heard of funerary.
I've never heard
before.
of it.
We're gonna have to Google it after
just
this.
An urn. It's something to relate to funerals, isn't it? But it's a bit of a weird word. Oh, it's just that. Same thing again.
What for me is funeral-ish.
That's basically what it means, isn't it?
I want this to very funerarily.
I don't know if this will translate well on the video, but
It is a tea stain.
Yeah, there's a stain.
A coffee stain?
Yeah, Larry David would be very upset. Let's speak to this big fella.
There he is, my future son-in-law.
Oh,
and how's he doing today? What brings him to the Potsdam household, huh?
Oh.
I've come to see Stephanie, because we haven't met it yet.
Oh, you'll have to ask the missus about that. Stephanie's grounded to the wedding. Can't have her changing her mind at the last minute. Not with all that meat at stake.
Can I just say, the portrait is someone eating steak.
He looks like someone eating steak.
Yeah. Meat. Yeah.
So, just an overview. So this is our father-in-law, our future father-in-law, who wants to marry into our family so he can get a hold of our dead cat fortune. If we're the butcher's son.
Oh, this sounds dodgy.
Yeah, we'll ask about the meat.
Meat is the foundation of any decent society. Everyone needs at least 3 servings of red meat a day. And anyone who says otherwise is a commie. And once you're married to Stephanie, I'll be part of the family too. And your father will give me all the meat I want. Kind of makes up for not getting into the lodge.
Guy likes meat a bit too much, I think. Let's we ask
Stephanie.
We'll ask about Stephanie again. Why is Stephanie grounded?
Well, don't look at me. Mrs. Potsdam wants Stephanie to study hard for her finals. If it was up to me, you could go straight upstairs, but you know, the little woman, you'll have to ask her permission to see Stephanie. Sorry, Steve. The last thing I want to do is upset you and your father before the wedding. Not with the meat at stake. You will remind your dad about the meat. Won't you?
Yeah, totally. We asked about meat. Let's ask about Dad.
I haven't seen my father. He's locked in a room. I hear him moaning, but that's all.
He's not going to die, is he?
Like I said, I don't know. That woman, Mom, tends to him herself.
Well, next time you see him, be sure to tell him that I said hello. And tell him that I'm praying for his speedy recovery. And also, would Could you remind him about the meat? Especially about the meat.
Yeah, fine. If I see him.
You should be more concerned. If he dies, then who's going to take over the slaughterhouse? Who's going to tend to the meat? I guess as his son, you'd take over. Right?
Guy is like the human equivalent of mad cow disease.
Was mad cow disease before 1995/6?
No, it was around the mid-90s, wasn't it?
Okay.
I can't imagine a better job than working in a slaughterhouse.
Literally everything else.
You look like you do, if I'm honest.
Yeah. I don't want to work in a slaughterhouse.
Bite your tongue with that serpent's tooth. Your dad's slaughterhouse is the most successful business in Harvest. You'll love it there. Oh, sure. Cutting animals open may not be much fun. Reaching into their bodies and yanking out the bloody guts, intestines dangling and slapping against you, the smell of death and shit in your nostrils all the time. Well, those are all definite cons. But once you're done, the guts have been washed into the gutters. What are you left with? Meat. Rows and rows of scrumptious red meat.
So our father-in-law is one of the barbecue pit boys, it appears. Let's go into the can we go into the kitchen and
the one that was kicked out for not having a beard big enough.
Yeah. Let's God, she's a tiny lady.
Bless her. Hello.
Let's speak to the future mother-in-law. Can we go through a minty fresh look and scent? They all have the same cracked ceilings, these houses.
Do you know what? Come to think of it, I think all the buildings on the outside have cracks going up them.
Yeah. Maybe because they're all made cheap. It was a 50s thing. Do you have wasps in your fridge? No, but it's locked. That seems to be quite a common thing. I think back in the 50s, fridges were locked. I've never seen a locked fridge.
And they did rave about meat.
Yeah.
Hello, Steve. Have you flossed today?
Was that the first question you ask him, love?
Yeah, she was like one of the Jetsons.
My goodness.
Honestly, you men can insult a woman without even knowing you've done it. What a horrible thing to say.
You're both standing around baking cookies. Same kind of dress. Same pearls. So bizarre.
Same actress.
There's nothing bizarre about baking cookies. The Harvest Charity Bake Sale is Friday, you know, and by gosh, Mrs. Marvin Potston Jr. can be counted on to do her share.
Are you putting them all in the bin? Because that's what our mum's doing. Oven
She's
fresh.
slapping babies.
Yeah, she's slapping babies.
And
ruining
pearls.
cookies.
See if that's got in
Because
here.
I'm doing housework doesn't mean I have to be a drudge. It's a wife's duty to look good for her husband at all times. What's wrong with wearing pearls, for heaven's sake?
Nothing, but you look like June Cleaver. Some kind of sitcom mom.
Sitcom?
Geez, you know, a situation comedy. The weird part is, I can't remember how I know that.
I'm much too busy with housework to watch TV. Maybe Mr. Potsdam would know about sitcoms. Stephanie doesn't watch TV, though. She's grounded.
Grounded.
Mr. Potsdam feels there's too much at stake to allow Stephanie to run around loose.
She doesn't want to get married either, huh?
Are you saying you don't want to marry my daughter?
The blame game now.
I don't know your daughter, Mrs. Potsdam. Why is she grounded? Afraid she'll run away before the wedding?
No. She's as delighted as we are about the wedding. Every bit as delighted as we are. But she might get hit by a car or a falling piano or who knows what. Mr. Potsdam wants us all to be one happy family, and he doesn't want to risk anything happening at the last minute.
Out for the meat. Can I see Stephanie?
I don't see any reason why not.
Sweet.
She's a big wasp.
Give my regards to your parents.
It's the wasp woman. Right, let's go and pester our fiancé. Right. Examine the closet.
A crack on the ceiling?
Yep, same crack. Examine the thing. It's, you know, one of those things. Oh, thanks, Steve. You're,
That's next to the thingamajig, that.
very helpful. Your makeup looks just fine. Ugh.
We're going to make him now, Steve, are we?
Stop it. Right. Whose room can we go? Right, closet door. So, left or right door? What do you reckon?
Left.
Left. Let's go in the left door. Is this Stephanie's room? It's... Oh, this must be Stephanie's room. There's Nighthaste. She's got a little footstool thing. A radiator. Or a pink radiator. Yep, furniture. Nighthaste and furniture.
Is that a dog? Oh no, it's a guitar case, isn't it?
I don't know.
Oh, it's a dog.
Oh, I genuinely can't tell what that is. A wooden dog. Right, let's speak to Stephanie.
Who are you?
Hello.
What are you doing in my room?
I'm your fiance.
We're getting married.
So, you're the one. Steve, isn't it?
You mean you don't know me?
I mean, I don't know anyone. I don't remember anything. How many times do I have to say it?
Just once, Stephanie, because I can't remember a damn thing either.
Really? Oh God, I thought it was just me.
You're not alone. Can you tell me what's going on here?
Those people downstairs have locked me in my room. They say I'm grounded until the wedding.
Those people.
They claim to be my parents. I can't dispute it because I can't remember for sure one way or the other, but it doesn't feel right.
I know what you mean. I don't belong here, or no one will believe that I've got amnesia. Well, no one does believe because we spoke to everyone in town.
Oh, shoot.
Maybe some of these people believe you too. Maybe they're playing dumb.
Why?
Maybe they're responsible. Either way, something really weird is going on here. I've got to escape, and so do you. Because in a way, whether you know it or not, I think we're both grounded.
Well, I've been wandering around annoying everyone in town, so let's escape.
Escape?
Harvest is a prison, Steve. Don't forget that.
Yeah, I think you're right.
They're more than eccentric.
Of course I'm right.
The lodge.
Everything in Harvest seems to revolve around this damned lodge, this Order of the Harvest Moon. They're responsible for this insane bake sale that's coming, and for the Harvest Blood Drive, too. When people talk about the lodge, it's always in this hushed, reverent tone. Mom keeps telling me that women can't join, but she keeps pressuring me to get you to join.
I'm kind of
She's not the only one who wants me to sign on with the lodge.
That's probably the worst thing you could do.
You think the lodge is some kind of trap?
I think all of Harvest is a trap.
If that's true, maybe joining the lodge is the way out.
Look, why not explore the town a little? I can't get out of here, but if I could, that's what I'd do. Maybe you can figure out what's happening here without going anywhere near the lodge.
You're really afraid of the lodge, aren't you?
Before
I look at that building, all lit up at night, and I get scared.
It's the same shot.
Look at the damn thing.
Oh no!
Seem like a harmless bunch of Masons to you?
Right, we've asked about that. Goodbye, can we?
Come back and visit me soon.
Oh, we didn't ask Amnesia.
We did, didn't we?
That was the only one we had left, if
Steve.
I remember.
It's good to talk to you, but if we're going to escape this wedding...
We've been to the lodge. Oh, we can only ask about the lodge now? Right.
Come back and visit.
We will. Maybe go back to the lodge? I think, have we explored...
Can you go through any other doors?
Let's try the other door. Ooh. Oh, this is the bathroom.
Oh.
It's a massive bathroom. Toothpaste, pubic hair and snot. Classic bathroom. Medicine cabinet reeks of various toiletries. She's pretty. The window affords a spectacular view of aluminium siding. Didn't one of the guys in the barber shop keep going on about
Aluminium siding?
Aluminium siding. Towels are as stiff as boards. Wads of used tissues fill his trash can.
Can you look in the toilet?
Oh, no, I clicked on myself. Bless you.
Bless me, thank you.
I can operate. I can flush the toilet.
Oh, that's amazing.
Doesn't do much
No
else.
floods, no block toilet.
A
Brilliant.
thin layer of hair coats virtually every inch of ceramic, and the rubber ducky has seen better days. We have a bath? No, we can't. Flush is still going. Right, so there doesn't seem to be anything of use. So let's
Well, the other, oh, you couldn't go in that door.
yeah. So we've we speak to him again.
If it isn't my favorite.
Oh no, we can't say anything. Let's.
You said favourite son-in-law.
I think he's got.
That means he's been more.
I think he was being rhetorical, right? Is there anything else? Right, I think we've explored we've been everywhere. I don't think there's any.
Can you zoom out to have a little look at everything?
I think unless we go through the 4 quarters. What do you reckon?
I reckon we should try and go back to the sheriff's department. See if
he's gone.
Yeah.
Right, let's go to the police station.
Please be gone. Please be gone.
Right, let's go in here. Oh, he's gone. Right, so let's give him the dirty magazine.
For the dirty
Well, that didn't work.
No, don't use it like that. Use it.
Oh, by George. Oh, by Jiminy. Oh, this here's the real thing. Oh, can I have it?
Knock yourself out. Of course you can.
No, wait, nope.
Oh, thank you, Steve. Excuse me, kiddo. I gotta go check the jail for clean towels.
Right, now can we get into the evidence room? That's locked.
What about the arson?
Oh, yeah. We must have had to get rid of him for... Oh, drawer is unlocked. Right, what's in the drawer? We've gone in here. A checkbook. Sheriff Dwayne's checkbook. Right. There's a note. Is there anything else? Oh, there's a key. Key to the evidence room. Right, so we can go into the evidence room. Is there anything else? Drawing pins. There's a...
We can't click on it. We can't get him, can we?
No, so I'll pick the key up. Yeah. Right, that seems to be all we can grab. So let's... Can we have a look at the note? Right click to view. Sheriff, if you think I'm going to keep paying this forever, you are crazy. There are limits. Boyle. Right, so that'd be Postmaster Boyle, who's left a tea-stained note. Okay, so there's definitely something going on with them two. But that's what the lady at the downer said, isn't it? So,
yeah.
What's in the checkbook? Deposit to Boyle. Seems like he's paying thousands. Boyle. The TV station, WHAR, Boyle. Tulips Ammunition.
Was that by the...
Don't know if we've... Is that by the general store?
Base?
Let's use the key on this one, the evidence room. Yeah, there we go. So let's go into the evidence room and ransack the place.
Jerking one off. Oh, right. Here we go then.
Right. More unsolved cases. A doll. Not surprisingly, Loomis has tainted this evidence.
You dirty man!
Right. I'll open the refrigerator. Camera. Oh, we can pick a camera. Right, we're keeping that. Shaving kit. A razor. The hat. He did not like green eggs and ham, so they killed him. Lovely Dr. Seuss reference. Cigarettes. Lawn dart. Apparently they're illegal. Sneakers. The sneakers for the paper kid.
JJ.
Yeah. A real old-fashioned dartboard. A vital clue in the mysterious Jolly Fat Man murder spree. It's a Santa hat. Gas can. Oh, we can pick up the gas can.
Could that be for... It was a broken down car by the Wasp Lady's house.
Yes. I was thinking... Obviously, when we need to steal the barber pole...
Yeah.
That's linked to the fire alarm, so we're going to need to burn something. But it's empty, so we need to get gas first, so... There's a Volkswagen engine rusted to the core. There's a cap. A teddy bear. Wielded a chainsaw, apparently. A pair of binoculars without lenses. A B-17 48 skate. This guy knows his model planes. A bottle is an impertinent little vino with a big nose and a woody finish. How can he tell that? He's not even moved. Toast.
Good toast, that.
Is that perspective or is that massive toast?
To be fair, in this village, anything can happen.
Yeah.
That could be a massive screw or a massive lock.
He does say the most improbable of all murder weapons.
I don't know if I've tried toast before.
Yeah. A sturdy steel padlock with a slightly tarnished finish.
Right.
Right, so I think empty cabinets. Yeah, so I think we've got a few things, so we know we can give the
shoes to JJ.
Yeah, so I picked up a gas can, some shoes, and a camera. So I think let's go give the shoes to JJ. JJ.
JJ.
Yeah. Oh.
Hello, Steve. Where's Loomis?
You'll be coming around about if you come. Oh, that's good.
Loomis, damn you!
Wait, no. No!
Banging up the mattress again! Folding up the towels! Charming snake!
Police brutality.
Oh.
Right.
What is
Quickly
this?
escape because we weren't coming out of the evidence
Please get
room.
your coffee. Oh.
I'm going to save it now because we have just stolen from the police station. Law and Order Special Victims Unit.
He's still there.
It's a really long report that he's writing. Right, let's go back to
your house.
To the house and give JJ the train. He's gone.
JJ! All right.
In all fairness, he's been waiting a while.
What if you go in the house and come back out?
We do need to try and figure out how to... Oh, there's newspapers there. Oh, I can pick one up. Oh. Right. Right, the door is locked.
You picked up a key.
No, it's the key for the evidence room. I think have we still got that key, or has it been used? No, I think when you use it, it takes it out.
Disappears, okay.
Yeah. Which is good, because otherwise we'd have a bunch of
probably
useless items and we'd get a bit confused. Can we go and speak to Mum about Dad and say what's going on with that? Because that's weird.
Mum, I've had a hell of a day. You got shot, blown up.
Yeah.
I told you I'm busy, Steve. Why don't you talk to Hank or go next door and visit Stephanie or go get an early start on your new job?
Didn't know I was employed.
Yeah, say job.
That's right, a job. Your father has everything set up at the meat plant.
Oh, yeah.
After your honeymoon with Stephanie, you'll start out as a butcher in the slaughterhouse just like anybody else. Don't expect any favors just because you're the boss's son.
My father.
He's in the other room. He decided to sleep in today. Now please let me get back to my cookies.
I tried to open the door. It was locked. And I heard him moaning. Like he was in pain.
Your father overdid it last night. Just leave him alone until I get some catgut. Have a cookie?
He's definitely like cut his legs off or something.
The bake sale is on Friday, and yet you're baking the cookies now.
Never put off till tomorrow what you can do today.
They'll go
But
stale.
They'll be stale by then.
Yeah.
That's why I'm throwing them away.
And then cooking more?
To replace the ones I throw out.
Why?
You okay?
Well, I have to. No one's going to pay to eat stale cookies out of the garbage can.
But you expect me to.
Of course not, Steve. I wouldn't charge you. I'm your mother. Help yourself.
Brilliant.
What charity is this bake sale supposed to benefit?
It'll help provide a fund for bums and hobos who wander into Harvest and have no family ties.
Kind of a specific target group, isn't it?
You have to pay attention to detail when dealing with such people.
I don't know what you mean.
You will. The whole thing has been organized by the lodge.
Tell me more about this bake sale. Why is it so important?
As I told you, many unfortunates who come to Harvest end up needing financial help.
Why is that the town's problem?
It's not a problem, so long as those folks are taken care of. It's the will of the lodge.
I think we should probably go back to the lodge.
Yeah,
What lodge?
The lodge that we've been to, Steve. Come on now, mate.
It's just the finest place in Harvest, and the most exclusive.
What's so great about it?
Hard to say, since hardly anyone gets inside. But it wouldn't be so exclusive if it wasn't just wonderful. Just like the new Reynolds
Oh, we've had this
dishwasher
conversation
with
with
their
him before.
patented auto dry process.
should we go back to the convenience store?
That's one.
What for?
Here we can photocopy it.
Don't
We need to get the
forget
application first. We could try going back to the postmaster and saying, like, we know something dodgy's going on because we found this checkbook, we found the note.
Yeah.
Like,
hopefully that'll sway him. But he's stubborn.
Right, well, JJ's not come back, so we need to try and find him to give him some shoes. Let's go to the general store.
Oh, I thought that was JJ. God.
No, sorry, not the general store. We're going to the go to the post office. Go inside. Right. Go to the
Sorry,
post
son.
office.
No time to talk.
Oh. But what if I showed you?
Next time you post, don't forget the zip.
Yeah. What if I showed you this note?
What does this mean?
I know why the sheriff is blackmailing you.
Yeah.
Or why is the sheriff blackmailing?
Will we be calling his bluff? Like, if we say I know, he's like, oh, quick, just take this then.
Yeah.
This is unexpected and awkward. But my luck's been bad ever since Dwayne found that darn gas can at the newspaper building the day after the fire. He has this insane notion that it's mine. I pay him not because I'm guilty, but because I don't want him slurring my good name around Harvest.
Oh, naturally.
You know, he keeps that gas can in the evidence room at his office. I'd be really grateful to whoever could fetch me that can. Grateful enough to provide him with a lodge application. Oh, and Steve, you'll keep this to yourself. If you're smart.
We are smart, pal.
Yep, and we're way ahead of you because we have that gas canister.
Thanks for coming, pal. Cheers.
There you go.
Oh my God, I can't believe it. After all this
sleep,
time.
look. Where's my application, Boyle?
Here, take it. With my thanks. You know, this morning as I was making my rounds, I noticed an awful lot of television aerials on the roofs. Seems like more and more each day. You got me this can just in time, youngster. I may have need of it again.
He's got to burn down the TV station.
There's another reason why Sheriff Dwayne didn't investigate the Sentinel fire. If you'd like to get something else on the blackmailing bastard, check around the television station. While you still can.
Someone mentioned something about a safe at the television station. So first things first, let's fill out the
application form.
Yep. Do we combine it with the pen?
That's a ticket.
Yep. Let's have a look. What's he put? See, I was. How often do you eat? I think that's supposed to be 3 times a day. First name Steve. Middle name, last name. No one will tell me. Street doesn't know. City, Harvest. Date, zip code doesn't know. Do you have any physical disabilities that prevent you from eating next? I think. No. This is so low resolution, it's possible to read. That looks like it says, do you eat a tricycle?
It wouldn't surprise me.
Do you enjoy the art of people watching? I think that says. Can you climb a rope? Are you allergic to any of the following? That was like the TV station. Cider? I think. He's allergic to cider. Have you ever had any... I do not know what that word is. He's put no. I don't even know what that is. In 50 words or less, tell how you would benefit
Steve is us.
order. Yeah. All applicants will be retired of their status immediately. Right, let's go hand this in. So, my original theory of having to photocopy the master copy was something of a red herring. I
thought we were onto something there, though.
Yeah, well,
yes, we've got it now.
So now we've kind of explored town. This is where I think we'll start progressing because we're doing stuff. So let's give him the lodge application.
I think this is where it's going to get sick and twisted even more so.
Well, let's hope so.
I see you've managed to acquire an application.
It's pretty easy to
that demonstrates resourcefulness, a desirable trait for prospective members. You need a rest. Report back here for your next assignment.
Like
that's how I look out a window.
Yeah, wearing that extreme robe as well.
Yeah, it's terrible posture.
Okay, that's actually really big. Oh god. Easy, Steve, come on.
You could have just shown him in bed, but we know he's going to get rest.
Unless the actor was like, just let me working on my chest. Get it out and shut.
What do you
The exact same shot of him waking up that was used in the intro.
Yeah. On purpose.
Yeah. Like Groundhog Day. Right, let's go attend to some cult business.
I'm starting to think he's sort of in a loop.
Let's
But every time we do it, something gets added.
I have to say, let's speak to Hank.
What do you want?
Oh, it's you again.
Is Dad feeling any better?
I hear him at night, thrashing and moaning. I crawl out my window and see Mom's shadow on the shade. Pot holders on her hands, reaching for him. How can she do the stitches on him wearing those? Wouldn't she slip?
Don't be silly. She wouldn't do that. Of course she'd slip.
Maybe that's why he's not getting better.
He'd know something we don't. Is he still watching the same TV show?
Yeah, you can definitely tell. You can hear that.
No, he's not letting me watch it. Right. So.
What's the cracked one bigger then on the ceiling?
Let's go to the lodge and do some cult stuff. Whatever that. Do we get a robe? Oh right, JJ.
Yes.
So.
Hey,
put the gun
did
down,
you ever
pick up the
find any
shoes.
sneakers?
Yes, I did.
Whoa,
They're
that's
soaked
great.
in blood.
Maybe we could trade.
What could you give me?
You know Miss Whaley and Principal Harold down at...
Yeah, with the principal and the teacher having an affair or something. Right.
Swell! Here's the keys to the broom closet at Gein Memorial. That's where they meet every day. About 3:45, as soon as everyone has gone home. Sometimes I hide in there beforehand. Daddy-o, I see some stuff that's real nasty. Take it from me. You made a good swap. See you later, alligator.
And we should probably give him the paper as well, because I think he wanted the paper. Might make him a bit happier.
Hey, Steve. You've been doing a swell job putting the paper out in the morning. You just keep doing that and we won't have any problems. That's not much to ask, is it?
And what's the point of you, JJ?
Yeah, it's mildly threatening. Right, let's save it.
My brother's still a knob. Go to that one.
Alright. Oh.
Brother.
Right. So,
Satisfied.
let's go to the lodge.
Did you give me sneakers as well?
Yeah, I've given him.
Good.
I think, did he give me the key? I've got the... Yeah, so I've got the key there. The broom closet. So, let's head to the lodge.
I take it you wish to be initiated into the mysteries of the Order of the Harvest Moon.
Yes. No, I've changed my... No, I spent 2 hours
After all
pissing
that,
around. No.
Don't think so.
Of course we do.
Very well. Know then that securing the application was but the first step on your road to enlightenment. Now you must complete a series of tasks to prove your worthiness as an initiate.
What kind of tasks?
Minor pranks, really. Nothing overly difficult. More tests of wit than prowess. But to complete them you must, if you wish to enter these walls.
Minor prank, eh? I'll bet. What have you got in mind?
There is in Harvest a man named Mr. Johnson. He owns a tucker. It is his pride and joy. I should like you to put a scratch in it.
A scratch? That's all?
As I said, a minor prank. Mind you, you are not to damage the vehicle. Merely put a single scratch in it. Once you have done so, return here, and I shall give you your next task.
Right, so we've got to go and key his car.
With pleasure.
So, yeah, let's go and key that guy. I'd love it if this was like an official initiation ceremony. It's just the Sergeant at Arms being the pettiest man in Harvest.
Yeah.
It's going, if you want to come in, key that knobhead's car.
Because I thought it'd be like, kill 20 people and drink their blood and stuff. No,
Well,
just scratch his car.
We'll see how it goes. Right, there's the Johnson Regiments. Right. Let's just the key. Can we use the key on the car?
Hey,
Oh.
what the hell are you doing? Stay out of there. Sorry, Steve. Too tired to talk right now. I just gave the Tucker a tune-up. I'll talk to you later.
Maybe after...
Right.
Bye now.
He goes and creeps on the waitress at the diner.
Yes.
So we will wait.
Can I go back to the diner and...
Maybe. Can I use the pen to scratch his car?
Damn it. Well, that didn't work.
Oh, no. Right, so I think it's definitely the key, because he shouted at us. We just need to get him away. Let's go back to the diner and...
Yeah, because the key got a reaction out of him, but the pen didn't.
Yeah. Let's go to Edna's diner. Because if he leaves it parked out front, then we can just do it there. Right, there's the copper. We also need to...
Hello there, Steve.
Find out
Here for
why
lunch?
this blackmail
No,
from the TV
just
station.
here looking around, though I'm not entirely sure where here is.
Oh, I forgot. You're playing your little amnesia prank. Well, boy, this is DNA's diner. Isn't that right, Edna?
Don't listen to Sheriff Dwayne. This is Edna's diner. But ever since the E burned out on the sign, they've been giving me a hard time.
Now, don't be like that, Edna. It's a great place to eat, which is good, since it's the only place to eat in Harvest.
Right, so...
Stop on by any time, Steve.
It's not your diner. Right.
Would the camera work?
I can't talk now. The dishes are stacked up in back.
Oh. Right.
Stop by anytime.
So, let's... So, he won't go to the diner if the sheriff's there. We need to get the sheriff away from the diner so we can get the creepy, pervy Mr. Johnson over to the diner and then key his car. So let's go to the police station and see if he can be of any help. Loomis.
You know, you brought me any of them girly picture books?
What one, pal?
No, sorry.
Nah.
Oh, heck. Why should you be any different from the sheriff or Mrs. Loomis? Steve, I'd be right obliged if you could just see clear to bringing me just one of them books.
I brought you one.
Believe me, it'll be worth your time to do it.
Right. He wants another pawn, Mike, but we've got no money left.
Time, kiddo.
Where he's going. Right, let's investigate the TV station. Maybe if we find some blackmail.
Yeah, see if there's like a... Is that safe? I want to know what it is.
Yeah, they said something about a safe at the TV station, so let's head there. They say it was in the office. Don't mind us, just wandering on through. Maybe the picture. I cannot. Ah, there we go. It requires a number combination before it can be accessed. Is it written in the checkbook?
42384.
Possibly, yes.
Oh, hang on.
One crate shell.
There we go, top right.
Bit hard to read that. I think 42384 might. Which is deposit WHAR. That's the TV station. Let's find out how many digits it is, because it's like a 4-digit one. So.
If you don't get out of here right now, don't hurry back.
So we need to get rid of him to get into the wall safe, to blackmail the sheriff, to get the sheriff out of the diner, to get Mr. Johnson in the diner so he can this. Just want to key his car.
Can we just beat him up and then kill his car?
That was not the task.
I know. This is tricky now.
Let's... Well, we could try the school. We've got the broom cupboard key. And the teacher has gone. Right. Let's try and get into the broom cupboard.
Damn it. Well, that didn't work. Damn it.
Wait.
Oh, use broom closet key on broom closet. So
I'm doing that.
It's one of these doors. Oh, that's...
Yeah, that's the broom closet. Ooh. Right, can I go into the classroom? It's not even letting me go into the classroom now. Maybe it's not yet. Do I have to? Maybe that's one of the later tasks. Get a picture of them, and it's not letting me do it because it's too soon.
What about the wasp lady?
You're obsessed with the wasp lady.
I know, I really am. But was there something around her house?
Possibly. I'm just trying to think if there's anything. We'll have a quick look at the wasp lady, just see if she says anything.
And didn't didn't JJ give us something for the Bean's memorial?
Yeah, the key, the broom closet key.
Right,
that's
okay.
where we just were.
Right.
No, you can't. No, so she's no use. So we'll See, this is where the kind of puzzle element comes into it.
Yeah, this is where I gotta get me bloody thinking cap on now.
Yeah,
I'll dust it off.
Let's go to Stephanie. Maybe speak to Stephanie. See if because we've got into the lodge, we've got the application, so maybe we can say, "Oh, I got into the lodge."
Come with us.
Yeah.
It'll do. It was.
Yeah, it was the bathroom, wasn't it? Let's speak to Stephanie.
Steve, I'm so glad you came back. What have you been doing?
I visited the lodge. Talked to the sergeant-at-arms there. He knows that there's something out of whack here. He told me if I wanted to find out what it is, I should join the lodge. I've decided to join the lodge, Stephanie. I think the answer to all our questions is inside.
That place. It's so sinister.
Second.
Yeah, maybe, but I've got to join anyway.
You may be playing right into their hands. Did you think of that? Doesn't it seem like you're being herded toward the lodge?
Yes,
that's one of the things I hope to find out.
I hope finding out doesn't get you killed.
Me too. So that was no help.
Come back and visit me soon.
I know if you're going to be a negative Nelly, love.
Yeah.
This is very tricky now.
Yeah. So obviously we do need. Maybe if we go speak to the postmaster, because he doesn't like the sheriff, so maybe he knows a way to get him.
And he said he would tell us more, didn't he?
Yeah.
Sorry, son. No time to... Next time you...
I've got the... Show him the checkbook.
What is that, Sheriff?
The sheriff?
Oh.
That pie-faced son of a bitch. What have I been paying him for all this time?
Calm down. He hasn't told me anything. What could he say?
Nothing. Nothing. I've just been working too hard, that's all. Forget I said anything, son. Sorry.
That didn't... Maybe we show the sheriff his own checkbook? Let's try showing the sheriff some stuff. Hey, we found this, and he's like, "Oh, what's he told you? That he scarpers off, maybe?"
Yeah.
Right, let's
in a hurry.
Now, where did you get these, Steve? That's a felony, boy. I could lock you up for that.
But you won't, because Boyle burned down the newspaper building, and I've got proof that you've been blackmailing him to keep it quiet.
Yeah, but you see, boy, you brought the originals here with you. You see your mistake? When you're gonna blackmail somebody, you don't bring the goods with you. What's to stop me from taking them away and killing you right now?
Yeah. I made copies and hid them.
He knows we haven't, though. I can't save it either. I reckon we're going to die at this bit.
I'm going to go for number one.
Alright.
You know, boy, I just don't believe you. If you were that smart, you'd have shown me the copies, not the originals. No, sir. I think I'll just have to take my chances.
Somebody help me!
Mom?
What do you people want from me?
Too late for that, boy. Ain't it, Sergeant?
Indeed it is, Sheriff. Answers may only be found in the lodge, and you must be alive
Right. So
I should have listened.
I should have saved, but luckily we did save after we spoke to JJ, I think. So, so we know we need to use the copy machine at the general store.
Yes.
And then we'll blackmail him. We'll do maybe another 20 minutes or so. I think we did a bit longer today, but it's we're getting going. So I think we should carry on. So let's load the game again. My brother is still a knob, and so's the sheriff. So
I'm saying they are all knobs.
So do we get the? Right, we got the key off JJ, which
I can't believe that.
I don't think we can use yet. So let's go to the general store first, and we'll use the. Oh, he's finished cleaning up the broken glass.
Right, that's good.
And then we will use the checkbook on the copier. Did that give me copies as well, or?
Oh yeah, there they are.
Yep.
Yes.
So I'll save I'll go to the
Just
diner.
before yeah.
Yeah, and then I'll save, because what might happen is I show him the copy and he goes, "But I bet you've got the originals on you as well because you're a dumbass." And then
Do it again.
we get the death penalty for some mild blackmail. That seems needlessly excessive. So let's.
That death was very tame, if I'm honest.
Right. Here's copies.
Now, where did you get these, Steve?
Richard, does it matter?
Yeah.
I guess not. Of course, I could kill you right now.
But you won't, because I've got the original checks, which prove that Boyle burned down the newspaper building, and that you've been blackmailing him to keep it quiet. I've hidden them. Anything happens to me, they might turn up. Soon.
Uh-huh.
He's got it in his other hand.
All right. You've got me, boy. Tell you what, and give you one of Sheriff Dwayne's custom deluxe get-out-of-jail-free cards. That is, if I catch you doing something, I'll look the other way. Once. That's the deal. How about it?
Oh, I want more.
No, I think sounds good. We pushed our luck last time.
All right. Just bring me the originals, and we'll close the deal.
No, not falling for that. Because then it'd be like, well, brought me the originals.
But he's not leaving.
I'll save it.
Oh.
Will we die?
Yes.
So let's be daft and give him the original copy. Oh, we had it here all along.
So, you brought him after all, did you?
That's right. And you said something about a get-out-of-jail-free card?
And you've just used it.
Yeah. But can you give me a good reason why I shouldn't just kill you right now and take them back?
Hey, does it? You know what I mean? Oh. Yeah, call it bluff.
You did it up right, Steve. Guess my best play is to pay up. And next time I catch you for something, I owe you one. And no hard feelings.
Right, we got away with that one.
Hello there, Steve.
He's
Here for lunch?
No, just here looking around.
Water
I'm
under
not
the bridge.
entirely sure where here is.
Oh, I forgot. You're playing your little amnesia.
Oh yeah, we've had this conversation.
Now, don't.
Yep.
Well, I'm surprised that worked.
So we actually got nothing out of that. We just got rid of the checks. Oh no, well we got the. Oh, we did get the jail out of free card. So, but he's still in the diner.
If we were to leave,
and maybe
show me the autograph. Maybe he's a fan of his or something.
not a bad shout. Or we show the kid maybe.
That's not pertinent to any investigation, Steve.
No. Let's try. We could try giving the autograph to the little brother, maybe.
Yes, because he's a fan.
Yeah, he's watching the telly. We also need to try and figure out a way to get the TV network executive out of the office so we can break into this safe. Or maybe we need to do something illegal to get the sheriff out of the diner. Right, let's try giving it.
Big whoop, Steve.
Oh.
You.
I thought you were a fan. What else we got? The camera. So I assume we get a camera of the teachers in the broom closet for blackmail. Maybe that's a later task. I don't know. Got to get out of jail free card. Maybe if we do something, commit a crime, sheriff rushes back to the jail. All right, it's got the jail out free card, and then that creepy guy will go to the diner.
I feel like something needs to be burned.
Sorry, Steve. Too tired to talk right now.
Oh, maybe you should go to bed.
Bye now.
I'll look after your car, mate.
Yeah, please, just go inside. You don't want a wee poo or anything?
Yeah, something to eat. Your favourite diner's open.
Should we check the diner, see if he's actually buggered off?
Yeah, maybe see if he's gone or he's still there. Oh, no, he's still
idiot.
there. Ed didn't say anything. What a little girl.
Bye, bye.
Bye? That's not how you start a conversation.
Shove mustard in his eyes.
Then I'd use my get out of jail free card for assaulting a police officer. So, will the guy at the lodge help? Well, look, mate, I'm trying to scratch his car.
I take it you wish to be initiated.
Yep. I want to know what you know.
Very well.
Yep.
No.
What kind of...
We had this whole conversation.
Minor...
There is enough.
A scratch.
Yeah, we've had this conversation.
What if you take the signed autograph to the fire station because they fancy the actor?
We'll try it. I'll probably give it to, I think, one called Sparky. I'll probably give it to him because he seems like... He's got a name, so he's probably more important.
What's that got to do with me?
Doesn't care.
What about the other bloke?
Stop it! You're messing me up!
The dog.
The dog, yeah. But the dog a fan?
I don't converse on the job, Steve.
He's creepy. Right. Let's, we could try the autograph on the, network guy.
Yeah.
So, mate, he's doing autographs all day. You should go stop him. He's wasting time. Must be a way to get him out of the building. Think I'm
What makes you think I give a shit about that?
needlessly rude.
If you don't get out of
Ooh.
I bet there's folks watching this now who picked it up. And they're like, come on,
They're probably
guys.
like, yeah, they're probably getting really frustrated, which is why I said if we got two stuck, we'd maybe have a cheeky little bit, but not yet. No, I think
No, we're not
so.
going to Google.
I believe there was a fire alarm in the school when we set the fire alarm off.
There was an air raid siren, and everybody evacuated. Or maybe if you
Small
could find
sticker on the
that.
glass reads, sorry for the delay on making this alarm active, big guy. Barky. Right, so the fire alarm's not even active. So we will... Any ideas?
So do you know what?
Maybe...
Go back to the convenience store. Maybe that lovely, lovely woman has a crush on the actor.
Trade you this for another porn mag so we can get him beaten.
He is on the TV.
Care to buy anything today?
What have you got?
Just point to...
Just point. Oh, so we're out of stock of the porn mags, so maybe...
Obviously, we don't need another one.
Oh yeah, he's on the TV. Are you a fan?
That's nice, dear.
Oh.
Thanks, love.
Yeah. We'll use the copier. We got the copies of the checks. We blackmailed him. We got the get out of jail free card. We must have to do something to get sent to jail. So I thought pulling the fire alarm, but... Or do we speak to Sparky at the fire station and say, can you go fix that ASAP? I need to mess about with the fire alarm.
Hello.
Still sketching the same nude man, I see.
It doesn't behoove one to be fickle. Besides, once you find a perfect model, you don't let him go.
Oh, no, so that's useless. So we're on 10 to 8 now, so I think we'll do another 10 minutes, and then we'll call it.
Yeah, because this is baffling me. Try the wasp lady a minute.
We've been to the wasp lady, we can't talk to her. He's just obsessed with the wasp lady.
Maybe she's a fan of the blog.
I doubt it. I don't think she's down as a TV.
I don't think she's got a TV, yeah. Is the military guy a fan of him?
Possibly. Let's try the barbershop first and see if... Sheep?
I can't talk now, son.
Oh.
Anytime, Steve.
He's got a lot of memorabilia.
Some of that siding off my hands, son. I'll cut you a nice price.
Oh.
Nice to see.
Yeah. Still, right, he's not speaking. Nothing in here we can pick up. Definitely a pitchfork. I can't believe last time we thought it was
a candelabra. He has got a lot of frames of. They could be famous people from back in the day.
I don't know if I can. Can I just give it to him?
Okay.
Right. Let's. Where did you say the army base? Try
Yeah.
the army base. Yeah. We'll give him a try.
Halt! Who goes there?
It's just me, Steve.
What do you want? Did the llamas send you?
No,
Steve.
No, the llamas did not
That's
send
good.
me.
Someone has to keep them in check. I remember you. You're the soldier I sent to check on the firemen. Did you find evidence of commie infiltration?
They're as pink as a Moscow sunset, or no need for concern. They're not commies.
Are we going to try and cause beef?
No, not with this guy. Not after last time. They're not commies.
Thank God for that. Your next assignment is to infiltrate the lodge before it's too late. Get it at all costs, mister. Or God help us.
Oh, I'm trying to get him.
Remember.
Right, so he was no help. Tried the barbershop general store. I wonder if there's anything we could do with the mortuary, is there?
What about the newspaper building now?
Yeah, I don't know. There was nothing here for us to, the water tanks. Yeah, nothing here for us to investigate, really, was there?
And you can't walk into the little crevice.
No, it lets me examine the ashes and the shovel. Oh, I can pick up the shovel. Oh, right. So I've got the shovel. The grave.
Yep.
Yeah, let's go dig up the grave. Let's.
Well, if not, could you?
Because that's a crime.
Yeah.
Get arrested. Sheriff moves. Perf goes back. Scratches car. Let's try that method, and hopefully that will wrap us up nicely in the next 10 minutes.
Well, that didn't work. Oh man.
Steve,
well, that didn't work.
It's a shovel.
It's not what we want to hear that, Steve. Come on.
Yeah, nowhere else we can dig.
Shovels are our last hope. I just got to hit the fire alarm.
With the shovel?
Mm-hmm.
It's not hooked up. That's what the fire department have got to hook up the...
else did you have a shovel then?
Just want to scratch this guy's car. Nothing else in the evidence room at the prison, the jail we could have a look at. He won't mind me wandering in, will he? Nah,
he's busy.
Not asked.
Off him.
Right. Doesn't seem to be much.
Can't take that, can it?
Yeah, I went through all these items before and couldn't pick any of them up.
You can't spill the coffee?
I don't know if he can pick it up.
Mister's doing it. He's dodgy him.
How do we get the sheriff away? We not give anything? Is Mr. the Perv a fan?
Sorry, Steve.
Can we?
Bye now.
Give Rodney Dangerfield a shovel?
I got a feeling.
Oh.
Okay. Well, that didn't work.
I can use the shovel on. Right click to arm. Right. Can I hit the car with the shovel? It doesn't. Oh.
Can you hit him?
I'm not going to risk murder anyone yet.
Should we have given the porn mag to him?
That really doesn't interest me, Steve.
No, because we were right in giving the porn mag to Officer Loomis because that got him out of the way, so we could break into the sheriff's drawer and get his. Oh, there's a manhole cover. Right. Probably put that shovel away. Or if I go back to this, maybe if I arm the shovel, I can dig it up that way. Maybe. What are you doing, Steve?
Come on, Steve. Steve, get your act together, buddy. Come on.
Right. He's very nervous. Right. Let's go out and go in. Then. Hey! Yes. Just nerves. Can I not walk over to the grave and dig it up? Oh, he does get a nice stab on it. You can bat things in the air. Right.
Have you noticed now, when you go to do the actions with the bed, he's not digging, he's hitting. So you
yeah, I think it's just used as a weapon. So maybe if I unequip, well, I'll have to go somewhere. Let's go to the.
Have you got to hit the wasp nest to release the wasps?
You're obsessed with the wasps.
It's got. I think it's something to do with the wasps.
I highly doubt it. I don't think right. Well, him or the sofa, made of leather poly.
Definitely.
Can we speak to him?
Did you say hello to your father for me?
We can't.
It's very important. Telling him.
Yeah, we know.
I could use some good news right now. I just got the word. The order turned down my latest application. Looks like we'll be having the wedding at Moynihan's after all.
Don't bother me. Nope. Mum, give us a clue.
Hello, dear. Come to see Stephanie.
No. No, we're trying to.
Why then? Whatever
scratch
are
a
you
car.
There's
here
more
for?
pressing.
I'm busy making cookies for the bake sale. Why not go speak? Give my regards to you.
Maybe we'll go to the diner and speak to Edna again. Could we speak to her? Did she say anything?
I thought he would have been
I can't
gone.
talk now. The dishes are stacked up and back, and I better take advantage of the lull.
What? You're not even washing the dishes.
Stop by anytime, Steve.
Right, the little girl is kissing a toy baby.
See, the only items we have are related to the school, but it won't let me use them. Unless I maybe use the camera on the door? go over to it. The door's locked, but I have the key.
Well, that didn't work.
It's a key to the broom closet. Why is that not working? Camera? The camera on the broom?
Damn it. Well, that didn't work.
And that's the only broom cupboard door.
Well, yeah, you said the broom cupboard at the school, and I can't go back into the classroom. So I'm assuming that she's finished. Everyone's
the door
gone
on the
home.
right.
I can't operate the fire alarm. Drinking fountain doesn't work.
And it's definitely not the door on the right.
No, they're not. Yeah, the icon's not changing. Normally it says exit if I can go into the room like that. But I think, unless you've got any last minute ideas that don't involve the lost woman,
I'm out. My brain is frazzled from this puzzle.
Yeah, we have been at this for a while, so I think we'll call it a night. And I think we'll come back to this with some fresh eyes.
And folks, if you've picked it up in the first 5, 10, 15 minutes...
We are really sorry.
Yes.
We are playing this blind, and we don't want to have to resort to Google yet. If we start another episode and we're really struggling, then... Alright, we'll
have to resort to cheating.
It's not cheating when... It's an old game. It's a bit difficult. We're trying, we're thinking. So...
But it was a good attempt. We've made progress. We've died once.
Yeah, we only died once this episode. We met everyone. I'm just gonna go back to the house and we'll save it. We just want to scratch
a bloody car.
The car. So it's saved. The next time we'll hopefully try. We got into the lodge. We got the lodge application.
We got into the lodge.
We're progressing.
All we got to do is scratch a car, and then we'll see where that takes us on the next one. Then.
Yes. So thanks for tuning in.
Thank you very much, folks.
We will be back soon. Hopefully, we'll have more success with getting through the game. It's going to be some mad logic.
Oh,
it's like rub paprika on a goose, and that will alert the sheriff because he's allergic.
That sounds a bit too tame for this sort of game, though.
The goose is dead.
That's even better.
Yeah. So thanks very much, and we
Thank you, folks.
See you soon.
Have a good one.